Good morning, Homo sapiens, cats, dogs, birds, fish, whoever happens to be in the viewing audience. I have a song stuck in my head. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. It just keeps playing over and over and over again, which is in no way related to the video for today, but sharing is caring. Okay, down to business. Still have the cover. I still have personal issues with organization skills, much better than I used to be. Still wouldn't qualify as minimalist for sure. I think I have too many records and things that I need to hang on to, and too few places to store things. I live in very small square footage, but I still think, as far as my minimalist playlist, I have work to go if I were to be a minimalist properly and to be organized properly. It's a work in progress. But the fact that I still have this, that's progress. That ripped off a while ago, and I still have it. So I've acquired some skills. Every little bit helps, right? Blessed are those who hear knowledge and wisdom and can then apply it. It's great to build our brain. Highly, highly suggest building your brain as much as possible. Passively listen to audiobooks and podcasts and research something, anything. It could be a musician, it could be comic books, it could be anything. Doesn't have to be really highfalutin intellectual pursuits. It could be anything. Just pick something and learn. We need to exercise our brain more and more the older that we get. And lessons learned through experience, through our youth, through trying and doing and failing and succeeding, and all the things we learn and practice in this channel and speak about in this channel, and inspirational quotes and quips we pick up, and positive words of advice from books and from helpful others, and attaining wisdom and knowledge is good for brain health. And you can't do what you don't know. You can't apply what you don't know. You can't consider what you don't know. It's like tasting food. If you don't know it exists, you can't try it. When you know it exists, you can decide whether you want to try it or not. Burnt ice cream, frog legs, alligator. But if you don't know, you don't even know it's an option. So expanding your mind on fun things that seem trivial to others but interesting to you, that enlighten your curiosity and spark an interest in you, and compel you and brighten up your life, or things that deepen your knowledge in any direction is great. And the capacity to learn from life and from experience and from others is great. But a head full of information does us little if we can't apply it. It's good for brain health, but other than keeping your brain healthy and having some cool information to toss out at a party to make yourself sound interesting and intellectual and educated, it doesn't serve you. Wisdom and knowledge is not meant to be collected like a hoarder, gathering items and stuffed away in your house, placed on a shelf to get dusty like a knick-knack and never applied. You can go great distances on small threads of insight, awareness, knowledge, and information. And you can have great stockpiles of knowledge, wisdom, and information and make no headway. Besides the ability, like I said, to have a fun party trick to recall all sorts of information or be excellent at Trivial Pursuit. But as far as application in your life, we have a hard time taking things that we learn and making that switch, making that translation, turning that new, valid, useful tool, technique, tip, trick, inspiration, motivation, inquisitiveness, that's those things, experiences, lessons learned from hard knocks or qualified people, the experience of life, or just the acquirement of information, and then take that and apply it in our life in a successful, efficient, and effective way to move us forward in some area, move others forward in some area, to contribute to the growth of ourself, of our relationships, of our situation, of our quality of life, and stability and fulfillment and serenity and character and capacities and potential, and changing our perceptions and beliefs and helping other people and helping the planet, and acting on the information that we now have effectively and efficiently. It helps to act on it immediately. Inspiration gives you a boost of happy chemicals, but it doesn't necessarily change your behavior or your trajectory or your self-belief or how you approach the world, yourself, and other people. It may lift your mood for a moment or two or 22, depending how long you deep dive into information. I love my affirmations. They cheer me up, they lift me up, they calm me down. They make me reflect. they're effective in the moment. But unless I translate that into a change in my self-belief and my approach to life, it's just a momentary cascade of positive brain chemicals. I actually have to allow it to work and apply it in my life. I love deep dives into into neuroscience. The way the brain works is fascinating to me. Biographies on neuroscience, shows on neuroscience, podcasts on neuroscience, psychology, mental health fascinates me. I can go deep dive into those things for quite some time and not get bored acquiring new knowledge and information. But unless I take something from that and try to utilize it in my own life, win, lose, or draw, effective or not, once I apply what I acquire, it's just knowledge stored in my brain sitting on a dusty shelf. And if you acquire too much knowledge, you forget it just as easy. If you don't apply it, it doesn't get ingrained in your neural network. And just like summer break from school when we were in our early education years, you forget what 2 plus 2 is when you go back to advanced algebra. You can't remember basic math because you took a break. When we apply the knowledge and apply it promptly to the best of our ability, whatever struck us that we feel we can actually implore into our life, the more ingrained it's going to be in our brain. Try to use the knowledge that you acquire and use it often, or you will forget it. Many a thing has come to pass through my ears and eyes over the years. I used to be, for a period of time, quite into... emergency call. But yes, it is the application of the knowledge that is going to serve you versus simply acquiring as much knowledge as possible. Love you guys. I have to go. Important things are occurring. Goodbye.